Hello YouTube! Welcome back to episode 3 of All the Mod 7 to the Sky. Today, not entirely sure what the plan is right now, but I would like to set up some mechanism and get that so I can get automated double ore processing done and see what we can do from there. So I guess without, apart from the only other thing I'd like to quickly mention, my hair is blonde-ish. So that is fantastic. Sorry, 1 second. But I will be streaming this. So tonight is Wednesday night. I will be streaming Thursday night and Friday night. Those should be the last. And Saturday night. If I stream all 4 of those, I should have all of my hours done, all of my days done. And so long as I can keep up my viewer count, that would be fantastic. We will then be able to hit affiliate status, and you guys can spend money on me. So if you enjoy these videos, the first 2 episodes are already up by the time that you're watching this video. Obviously, I wouldn't put up episode 3 without putting up the previous 2 episodes, but they're good, especially for those in Twitch chat. Now, their first 2 episodes are up. The YouTube link will be in the description of my Twitch channel. And YouTube, if you want to know when I go live and want to, come check me out, see what I'm like in person, I try and be really good with the chat. Kind of just depends on how quiet the chat is. Today it's currently very quiet, but in future it should liven up a little bit. And we're basically, I might make some longer streams. That being said, if I do hit affiliate within 2 weeks of hitting it, I will probably do a longer stream, upwards of 6-7 hours, if I can muster it, to support the community for getting me to this stage. And I'll have potential bonuses for subs and gifted subs during that time as well. I have yet to decide when that will be. We'll just see how everything goes. So, in the meantime, sit back, relax, we're playing some more Minecraft. So let's get back into it. I'll pause the music. There we go, we don't need the music anymore. Probably shouldn't have had that running during the recording, but that's okay. While I wait for that, I will be right back. There we go. You can hear me again. Excuse me. Sorry about that. It decided to continue playing even though I didn't want it to. So, if you remember from the last time that we left off, for those of you that are in chat, we did a bit of collecting of some stuff and things. And this episode we're going to be continuing to do that. We're going to get more into mechanism. So we'll see how that goes. This will probably only be an hour episode, but that's fine. So let me. There we go. So let's get more into the mechanism side of things, which means we will need more coal. That's not coal. We've got nothing in the Metal Edge Confuser. Let's get another 8 done. So I need, what do we need? We need enrichment chamber, which I think should have energy in it. Still, it does. Fantastic. So if I put 2 in, I don't know how much it's going to need, but we will see. And we will get this ball rolling. It's going to be like just out. It's exactly 4,000 FE. Cool. Alright, so now that we've got that going, so we've got these iron clumps, and that was sort of what was happening yesterday. We need this crusher, which is the next thing I'm working on, to make dirty iron dust, and that goes into the enrichment chamber to make iron dust, which then goes into an iron furnace, or in this case, we could probably make it a... trying to remember what it's called in Mechanism. It is a smelting, energized smelter, so we'll make that as well. So we would need the 2. Alright, so let's chuck in our 2 enriched carbon. Get this iron cooking. I didn't want that to happen. How's this doing? This needs to go as well. I think this is out. It is. Okay, so we're going to have to get that that working. So, I'm also going to spend the beginnings of this episode getting some energy sorted. So I'm going to need to get the pipes mod organized. So item pipes, fluid pipes, and energy pipes. We'll start with the energy pipes because they're going to be extremely important, and I should have enough to make that, which will be one of the quests in here. I also need to grab any rods. So iron rods would be the best thing to do. And we just got to chuck this in here like so. What is it? No, that's plate. We don't want plate. There we go. I don't remember what order it had to go in. It was a very specific order it had to go in. Alright, and we've got that wrench. That's fantastic. Whoops. And then we can do pipe upgrades. We won't worry about that just yet. We'll also start looking at getting some more magmatic dynamos sorted. And getting the superheating elements done too. And that will get us... so if we get 2 superheating elements, that should be fantastic. I also said last episode that I was going to do some offline base building. Unfortunately, I didn't have the time to do that in between episodes. So hopefully I can do a bit now. It shouldn't take too long. I just got to set up a mason's bench to make things nice and pretty. So we want at chipped. So we want the mason's table and the carpenter's table. We do the mason's table first. So we need 2 bits of clay, 2 iron, and then lumber. 3 and 2 bits of clay. And then we should be able to make this. I need the table. Do. Let me be 1 second. Just going to do this. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I'm back. That playing some Minecraft. Ah, where was I? Yes, making the Mason's table, which I've done. Alright. And I wanted to go. Let's go diorite. Let's make this into something nice, something fancy. We'll just go simple actually for the moment. We'll just make some simple diorite bricks. They actually look really nice. How far do I want to go out here? Probably. That should do. G'day! What a fantastic name. Scumbag Salesman. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome to the chat. This isn't, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I appreciate you being in the chat regardless. What is that? 54, so that makes sense. We want to make 81. Make it a 9 by 9. No, 63, so I need more diorite. Never thought I'd ever say that. It is. This is only episode 3, and I've only played a grand total of, this is probably 3 hours, so haven't got too much yet. The plan will be to get more very soon, though. I don't have any more diorite, do I? Ugh. Well. Can go back to ye old punching the ground. Always seems to work the best. It'd be a way to make diorite in the end as well. I'm sure. That can do. Ah, yeah. So which starter island did you pick? That probably would, I probably would tell you the reason why. Can I go straight to the bricks? No, they're the same. Ah, fantastic. that'd be 72. So it needs one more, but that's fine. Yeah, so I believe... Yeah. So I started with the bare basic. I started with this 3x3 little piece of dirt with a single tree on it. And I know there's a few different types that you can start off with this. And I've played Skyblocks before, so I was like, I'm just going to go straight into, like, the hardest one that you possibly can start with, because I'm like, I don't care. But the goal for today is to set up energy generation so that we can get all of this automated, which would be fantastic. And to do that, I'm going to need a couple of magmatic dynamos, which I've already got here. I need Invar. Do I have any spare Invar? I can't even remember if I do or not. Nickel. I'm going to say no. That's okay. Again, all of this will eventually mean that I can just chuck all of this. I can basically let all of this run. It'll all be automated. It'll be nice and simple. And as this is not my first Skyblock either, I kind of know the direction of, you know, where to go. So I'm going to do AE2, because I haven't actually done Plyogen Logistics 2 properly before, so that will be the method I'm going. I've done Refined Storage before, so that will... Not super interested in doing that, but I'm currently going down this kind of path here, sort of this section. So we're going to have to get a golden furnace as well. That requires a pulverizer. How does one get power from the basics #1, or whatever it's called? Oh, from getting started. So, to get your basic power, you have to go down the path of here and getting your first generator, which is a coal generator. So that's what this is currently running off of, and it's just not, it's not fantastic. Hence why I want to upgrade it as soon as I possibly can. Oh, I made some steel already. Look at that. Thinking ahead of time. So I need that, which means I need osmium. I don't think I've got any. Lacking the resources for it. Yeah, so... This one's your simple one. Getting your... All you need is iron, gold, lapis, a couple of bits of redstone, and some coal or charcoal. And charcoal is relatively easy to get as soon as you get furnaces. Where are you currently up to? I might be able to give you a bit of a hand. It's not night time, of course it's not. It's just rain, not storm. Alright, so golden lapis you'll need, you've got a mob grinder already. Okay. So you've gone for a mob grinder but haven't gone for your basic ore generation. Yeah, so what you'll have to do is, to get gold, you have to sieve gravel in an iron mesh. Well, I think even I think a flint mesh might work. Yes, so you can get it for a flint mesh. And you're also going to need redstone, and so you'll need redstone. Redstone you get from yeah, so you just need to sieve gravel. But redstone is sieving of dust. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know what mesh you currently have, but I assume that you would have just the standard mesh, and you need to go up to at least flint. Alright, so I want 4 of these. That's relatively straightforward. I just need osmium. Do I have any osmium at all? I used up my last bits of osmium. Yeah, so I just need osmium and some glass, which I've got. So you've currently got flint. So it won't give you the best benefits. So if you have a look at all of your sieved products, so you can get waterlog sieving, which I might do in future. I don't know if it's going to give me anything worthwhile though. That's all. Not really. Just mineral berries. So your string mesh, very good at getting your basic things. Then your flint mesh, you get a bit more. So you can get iron, gold, and lapis. Iron 10%, gold is 5%, lapis 5%. But if you get up to iron mesh, then iron has got a 15 and a 10% chance. Gold has a 5 and a 7.5, and lapis still has a 5. So lapis doesn't change when you get to an iron mesh. But yeah, you'll just have to keep sieving. I believe that I've sieved approximately 20 stacks of gravel to get where I am currently. Yes, you can. You can get redstone from iron mesh. It requires for you to sieve dust, which is to hammer down gravel to sand, and then have hammer down sand to 0.4% chance. There you go. Yeah, so it does kind of explain that in the quest line, I'm pretty sure, of how to get all these materials started. But you kind of want to fill out most of this page if you possibly can. First, before you continue moving on. It is dark. Let me sleep. So basically what I've got here is this is the automatic sieve that you can get by just progressing through your quests. It basically tells you the steps to make it. Yep, no, that will definitely happen with the mob grinder. They're really good. They will give you some stuff that you can't get from just like your standard sieving and mining. But you're kind of limited to what you can use for that. So let me get my magmatic dynamo stuff sorted now that I have my osmium. So let's grab these. I'll need to make 4 of them, so I think I need more steel. Yes. Yep, so I'm going to need more steel, which means I'm going to need more iron, which means I'm going to have to start and sieve some more gravel. Thankfully, I don't have to do it myself. Let's grab this. Where is my wand? There it is. Perfect. Add that to gravel. Chuck that in here. And that can just sit idly and go for its life right now. I think I'm going to have to upgrade my cobblestone generator, though, with the amount of lava that I'll be producing. Yes, so there is an easy mode. You can only do it with single compressed cobblestone. You can't do it with double compressed. I have tried. I actually tried on my last episode. But yeah, so shortcuts, in terms of shortcuts for this, if you have a stack of, if you've got something that can be made into a block, you can hit K, and I'll turn it into a block. But if you've got multiple of the same material in your inventory, so I had the 9 stacks of cobblestone, if you hit Shift K, it'll convert all of them into blocks. as much as it can, but obviously you've got one left from each of them, so you can just basically, I think it's like double click or triple click to get it to be in one stack, and then hit K on that, and that will convert it to 64. When you've done, when you've played enough kind of like mod packs, you kind of start to learn about these tricks to save you time. You can also shift right click into a crafting grid, so you can put up the stacks that way. So that would it'd take a little bit longer to do it that way, but it would be still fairly quick. Yeah, the last series I played of Minecraft, I actually streamed Ocean Block, which I went all out real hard and kind of gave up because of it. Kind of made my life a little bit too difficult. I was in an underwater globe. However, your oxygen meter went down significantly quickly, and you suffered a lot of penalties for being underwater for long periods of time unless you had a breathing apparatus. So I was kind of just trapped in that kind of location for a bit too long, so I just kind of gave up on it in the end. You'll need more than that. Need one more iron. One more iron. And one coal. I literally do not need you right now. I'll need you shortly, but not right this second. So let's put down our enrichment chamber. Convert this coal into enriched carbon. Because this is the easiest way to get steel early game. Ooh, got the cobblestone generator version 2. That's pretty good. So then we can chuck this in here. Oh, I've got heaps here. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, let's grab another bit of coal. Chuck that in here. Yeah, I'll probably have to upgrade mine to version 2. And then I'm going to have to... Because I think the auto... The flux hammer can do it. I'll have to double check if it can do... what's the word I'm looking for? Compacted cobblestone. If it can't, then I'll probably leave it as a Mark 1. But yeah, let me continue on this path. I need redstone. I have 7 bits of redstone, so I need more of that. So let's grab 2 stacks of this and convert it into... How did I miss you? Oh, you're out. I just feed an iron. I cannot. Damn. I can make a new one, though. Let me cheat the system again. Makes it much easier. Let's get the dust going first, so I can get enough a redstone coming through. And you can enchant these sieves as well. So you can put efficiency and fortune on them. At the moment, I think the only way of doing enchantments is by using an enchanting table. There may be other methods to use, I guess, but they're probably going to be the easiest. I also wanted to put in copper. Hammer. I hate that's up by itself. Let me fix that real quick. Not close enough. Are you kidding me? There we go. Oh boy. So, do you know what the tilde key is, or the grave key? It's the key right next to the 1 on your keyboard. That allows you to mine things so long as they're touching, up to 64. Hence why, when you're doing jungle saplings, it does not like it. It's very much against that. So if I do this, it doesn't do all of them, which means I've got to go up and get the rest. And if you hit shift and while you're doing it and you hit the scroll wheel, you can change exactly how it mines. So you can do like a mining tunnel if you want to go up or down. You can do a small square, which does it in, I think, a 3x3. You can do a small tunnel, which I can't remember the exact distance that goes. But shapeless is the one that you generally want to use. That way, you don't have to worry about what shape it's in. Where's my steak? Yeah, when you play a lot of Minecraft, you hope for tricks like that exist. They don't always exist, but yeah, you definitely hope that they do. And it kind of depends on the mod pack you're playing. If it'll have either Vein Miner or Ultimine, and they do slightly different things. Very similar though, very similar. You done? Yep, cool. Alright, there goes some steel, there's some copper. That's not going to give me enough because I'm going to need more. Alright, so I've got some superheating elements. Missing a redstone. Look at that, more redstone. Yes, I'm going to be missing 2 copper, but that's fine, because if you have a look in here, I've got heaps. steel's done. That should be enough to make the last of those. I just need copper now. That much. Alright, got all my superheating elements ready to go. I just need more clay and more bone meal. But I should have heaps of bone meal in here. So it's just a matter of getting more clay. Is that enough? I will need 21. 5 plus 16 is 21. So 4 blocks of clay, which means I need 4 dust. Alright. So, now we get our... 2, 3, 4, I think should be fine. Yeah. And I'm going to steal that. Actually, I'm just going to leave that there. I'm going to make another one. Never hurt to have more barrels. And then my infinite water source. Do I not have any buckets? I do. I was going to say I should have buckets. Let's actually move it back over there so I don't have to keep moving back and forth for it. Okay. 21 clay. So 21 clay. That gives us porcelain clay. Gives us unfired crucibles. Let's just chuck it into this one. Where is it? There they are. Alright, and we'll move this one too while we're at it. And then what we can do is we can set up these over here. So let's go this one, this one, this one, and this one. Put our superheating elements down. And you see that? It's a heat of 60, which is the best early game one you can get. I think the only thing that trumps it is dark matter. Dark matter is not easy to get, as you can probably imagine. Alright, so that is the lava generation side done. I'll need a cobblestone generator there. So what I can do is break this one here. Yes. So the plan is to make lava out of these, and then with the amount of lava that we're producing, I can then use them to power all of my machinery. That's the idea. I should actually have a fair amount left over as well. So now I need to get... So I've got my energy pipes. They'll be fine. I need item pipes and fluid pipes. Pipes mod. Droppers. Okay, so 3 redstone, 6 iron. Redstone, 6 iron, that part's done. I've got more iron here. Let's get that cooking. Yeah, exactly, so. And that requires 14. Alright, that's our droppers. I just need the iron now. While I'm waiting for that, let's also start the fluid pipe, so I need more iron again. And I believe this uses up iron buckets. Which is not ideal. That's it. Everything's iron. So let's get the item ones done first, since I've already got that ready to go. And then what I can do is basically place this, 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 and this. And then, if I get my pipe wrenching out, shift right click that, I should start filling them up. It's already converting into lava. Fantastic. Automated lava generation. It's going to be really annoying if it does use up the entirety of my iron. If it does use up my buckets, because I don't have the iron currently, to get more, and I will have to start worrying about getting upgrades. That's why I was making so much dirt before. I'm trying to get a cactus to spawn. Doesn't that give you iron chance to make it easier? Yes, but I don't think it's... Let me have a look at the odds. So dust doesn't give iron. So you're absolutely right. I'm just doing it to get redstone, but I've got enough redstone for now. So not in this case, but in some older mod packs, that was absolutely true. You were able to do one which would give you more than the other. And I guess it is technically true in this sense. It's one gives you 0 and one gives you not 0. So I suppose that technically is more. Yeah, so I just needed that extra redstone. Otherwise I wouldn't have worried about it. But once... Basically what I'll have is I don't need to sieve sand all that much. So if you have a look at sand in terms of sieving, it gives you cocoa beans, zinc, uranium, prismarine, salt. It does give you iron, but only through a diamond mesh, and prismarine crystals. You can get raw uraninite, I don't know how to pronounce it, don't really care. And that's good for the power mod. What's with the face? Prosperity shards are really good too. Did I say something wrong? Not wrong. Just disappointed. Look, I don't know if it's that you can't sieve specific things. I'm not entirely sure. Are you sieving things now and not getting the resources that you want? Because I completely understand that. As I said, I sieved so much. It didn't give me the buckets. I need buckets, though. Oh, you're just watching me? Fair enough. So what is disappointing? Yeah, no, I completely understand that. That is warranted for you to have disappointment. Look, it had to be made. You're just annoyed that I was the one to make it. Alright, so now I've got my buckets back. And now we're going to steal some lava really quickly. And we need to make magmatic dynamos next. That's next thing on the list. So I need to get... I've got my invar ready to go. I need more redstone and some gold. Have I got any gold? I have heaps. So let's get some of these going. I need more iron. Again, out of iron. But let's start getting ready for this as well. I need the control circuits and a steel casing. There is. So this thing I have in my inventory here, this flux hammer, will convert cobblestone into gravel for you. But I'm trying to get... I will be doing that. That'll be the plan. It'll probably hook up to this system because I don't know how. Yeah, so that's keeping up, which is good. So you can make that. Requires diamonds. Because you need to have a diamond hammer to be able to use it. To be able to craft it. So I'm going to need basic control units, which is 20 millibuckets of redstone and osmium, and I'm going to need 2 of them. So let me just enrich 1 redstone. Right, if you want to know how to get another achievement in this game, you have to wait for him to spawn. And you kill him. Bye. That's the goal. I mean, I don't think that's classed as killing them, unfortunately. So he fell off the world, but so I didn't get the achievement, and that gives you a cool sword. Apart from that, nothing really important. I'm surprised it took him so long to turn up. You've had that man 4 times? Yeah, he's a bit annoying. Okay, so I just need the steel casing. I don't have any steel, do I? I do. Yeah, but his stuff is always useless. Prussia! And I got my buckets back. Fantastic. So I'm going to hook this up here. So I can put my iron clumps into the crusher. Which is a little loud. And then I can put the dirty iron dust into the enrichment chamber. To get iron dust. So that's the method. It will be the purification chamber into the crusher, into the enrichment chamber, and then into a furnace. Which is what I'm going to make in a second. I've got 2 choices in terms of the furnaces that I can go with. For this, I can either go down the path of mechanism furnaces, or I can go down the path of this golden furnace here and converting it into a factory. Both require power, both of them are really, really useful. I'll probably just stick to mechanism. Yeah, factories are 10 out of 10. It's they're really good. So let me make a smelting. I think it's called a smelting and a energized smelter. That's what I need. So I need another 2 control doodads. So let me chuck in more osmium. Chuck in our dirty iron into that. We're running out of coal. Hence why I want to get the magmatic generators up and running, because I don't have to worry about coal then. And then you can use these side configs to set it all up. And so basically we'll have a chest next to that we'll basically have this chest here. It'll have to go to next to a flux compactor. So I'll need to get this up and running. Requires, again, quite a significant amount of iron. Just in that, it's 36 plus 3 plus 5. So 44 bits of iron. And a bit of nether quartz, which I don't think I have yet. Best way to get nether quartz is by sieving soul sand. It guarantees you at least 1 nether quartz. So we can do that by making witch water and putting in sand. So I'll do that really quickly. I don't have any more dirt. I actually do. Lies. One second, chat. Alright, so if you ever want to know how to do it, and you're going to be very careful with this because you don't really want to use it super early unless you manage to get multiple mycelium spores. I've got 1, which is enough, but if I were to move this in future, I would... actually, no, there would be a way that I'd be able to move it in future. So if I get mycelium... Oh, there's a way you can make it. Compost, shimmering mushroom, any mushroom, and then slag. Or you can get a manipulation essence from Ars Nouveau, which is what I was going to do anyway. I was going to actually go through the Ars Nouveau magic system to be able to do that. It is fun. I enjoy doing Ars Nouveau. Haven't played too much into the mod itself. The little that I have played, I really enjoy. I was actually I was playing it on Direwolf 20's 1.18 pack. I think it was 1.17. His latest Direwolf 20 series. Really good mod pack, that one. But I found that it was just a bit too difficult to get into it. So I'm sticking with... well, not too difficult to get into it. There's just heaps to do, whereas in this... there's a bit of a dedicated path. Now, where did I put my mycelium spore? There it is. If I chuck this on here, makes it mycelium. And then all I need is a barrel. I example this one here. 1 thing of water. Which will slowly convert it into witch water. And then I need a bit of sand. Of which I don't have any. That'd be about right. Witch water, soul sand. Which is a quest. This quest right here. So it gives you another soul sand. And basically what you can do is I'm just going to try and put 1 in here. You sieve this, and you're bound to get nether quartz, which is what I needed. I needed nether quartz for the thing which I was doing. What was the thing I was working on? Redstone comparators. I think I only needed... was it 1 or 2 redstone comparators? It was just the 1. Yeah. So now I just need like a metric buttload of iron. That's not even enough. That helps a little bit. this will help me get my smelter, energize smelter, or dictionificator. Bless you. This bad boy right here. I have enough to get that now, I believe. I just need the steel casing. Yeah. Do I have steel? No. But I hope that you're finding this enjoyable. It sounds like you're already learning some stuff, which is always good to know. And, you know, as much as I'd, I was just about to say, if at all possible you could follow, that'd be fantastic. You need to go to bed, dude. Thanks for joining the stream. I was about to ask if you could follow, because that would be fantastic. Gets me that one step closer to being affiliate, which is fantastic. So I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, whenever you can get on, that's fantastic. But you have a good night. Yeah, so I've got the viewers. Because I have been streaming before. I took a 2-week break. So I've got my average viewer count is where it needs to be. I'm 2 followers off, and I need to stream for the next 4 days, and then I should have hit all the milestones. But I really appreciate you coming into the stream, and hopefully I'll see you around. Alright, carbon. Bit of a different time zone. That's it's funny that you say that you're Canadian. That's kind of the place that I wouldn't mind ending up in the grand scheme of things, to head over to Canada. So, but we'll see. Things definitely change. Canada is but I don't know how true that is. I mean, I'll take your word for it. Go somewhere fun. I mean, I'm sure people would say Australia is with no tax or something. I mean, there's taxes everywhere unless I start earning the big bucks. I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon. But I really appreciate you coming out to stream, and I'll hopefully see you in future. Yeah, well, you know. Those guys are ballers over there. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. Alright, I'm gonna start getting these things done. So let's get the... Which way do I want them facing? I think I have them facing... Let's go... Because I can have this theoretically hidden. No worries, that again does mean a lot for me. But yeah, you get some sleep. And I'll see you around another time. There we go. That's one and done. There we go, energized smelter. Everything is fantastic. So that's energized smelter there. And then let's get this and this. Enrichment Shaper is last, Crusher is second last, and then we will need Purification Chamber first. We need energy. Out of them. Alright, and we're gonna hook this up. Flint. And let's grab this as our test. See if it works. Alright, side config, output, blue right, auto eject on. So that should go into here. Which it did. Auto eject on. Auto eject on. There we go. Automated. Ooh, it's not keeping up. Not enough energy to operate. Okay, that is fine because we knew this was going to happen. I need iron, redstone flux, needs gold. Let's grab our gold and our iron. Invar. Dang it. That's not keeping up again, so we need to make another one. We need Invar. Where's my hammer? There's my hammer. And nickel, I know I have some spare somewhere. Yeah, I'll get this compactor done, and then I'll probably call it there for today. We have got a fantastic amount of work done. Alright, that should... Need more iron. Of course I need more iron. This is making iron. But this currently needs flint to be able to process, which is not a terrible thing to try and get. But in the future I'm going to have to get the better way of getting oxygen from this, which is not too hard, really. Oops. Oh, I will sleep. We'll sleep. Okay. So I will need an electrolytic separator, which means I will be getting a fair amount of hydrogen gas, which, if not contained, is in the real world is a very problematic. Thankfully, this is Minecraft and we can get away with it. So that'll be probably a problem for... Oh, Compact Machines 4. Is that like the newest one? Compactor machines are very good. I'll probably end up using some compact machines in future, and they're relatively easy to make. Polish deep slate. Just deep slate. Which I don't have access to deep slate as of yet, but it won't be too hard to get my hands on. I guess to make sure it does work perfectly, let's try a couple of different ores at the same time. So let's get them, and let's get a chest. Proof of concept is always important. Extra from bottom. Input. Yep. Is there a way to auto-eject on? So if I chuck this in here, it won't pull from an adjacent inventory. That's not what I want to do. That's fine. So I don't think there is a current way of pulling it from that inventory. Not like that. What I can do is, let's break this thing. Chuck this down, put an item pipe there. And do this, and then I should be able to do that. There. So we can do is go all of this. Let me make it so it's easy to grab all of that. Top, front, we want back. We wanted yellow. And that should get this running completely. And then as soon as we get this to factories, it will be able to do it will be able to do multiple at a time. So that's sort of the goal for all of this. To get them into factories. So that's kind of what we can do with that. We do need a lot more flint. And we can get it from Mystical Agriculture if we so choose. I believe there's also through a pulverizer from going from gravel to sand has a 20% chance of dropping from that as well. Whew. So that is a potential option for the next episode. I know that I didn't really get much done this episode. That's kind of fine. It's kind of how it is. Tomorrow's episode will definitely be. I say it'd definitely be a longer one. I can't guarantee it will be a longer one because I will be on a little bit later. I have my other job tomorrow night. One of my other jobs. Let's grab that. But I can start getting all of this processed off stream and start getting all of like some areas built up. Not a huge array of areas built up, just a couple. Start getting it, looking nice. And then, yeah, kind of go from there. And these are... They're keeping up really well. I think it's just this one that's... it's at 50%. Everything else is producing... so we're producing 140 RF a tick. And that's kind of what these are using. 140 RF a tick. 80, 20, 20, 20. Yeah, so I think that's kind of where I'm going to leave it for this episode. And then the next episode, let me fix this up. So we got that, we got that, we got that, we got that. We'll leave the emerald mesh up there. So I don't forget. What we'll do for the next episode is we will get basic basic tier installers. So we'll grab those. To upgrade them to basic factories. So we'll get that done. Let's see, what else have we got on the quest item list for down here? We'll get these upgrades done for Flux. So we want that, that, and that. I mean, we won't be able to get the netherite. We can get diamond. But we need cactus. That is the whole kind of point, which is why I have all that extra dirt, so I can sieve it to get cactus seeds. I have sieved probably a stack of dirt so far and no luck. I think my next option, if that isn't going to work, is to go down the path of mystical agriculture. To get that to work, I need Inferium, and the only way to get Inferium, straight off the bat, I believe, is mob drops. So, oh, no, you can get it from sieving crushed netherrack, so I can set up a netherrack farm. Netherrack can be made with an igneous extruder. Wow, that's very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that recipe for netherrack. Let's see. What ways? What simple ways? So, that's a simple way of getting it. That's the simplest way of getting it. And that's almost... I've seen that way all the time. That means of keeping up. So I can get probably an obsidian farm and a red netherrack farm started, which is relatively easy to do, especially since I've now got all of this going. So this should start and fill up with stuff soon, and it as you can kind of tell, it's working nice and in tandem. Like this one's the slowest, so the crusher is basically what's preventing everything else from going out of flint. So that's going to be something I'm going to have to fix as well, is to get oxygen going into this, which means I will need that electrolytic separator, so that'll be something that I'll have to look into next episode as well. The electrolytic separator. This thing. And it looks relatively easy to make. Osmium, dust, iron, dust, gold, dust, infused alloys, they're all easy to make. And then a constant supply of water, so I will need a sink. Provides water to recipes. I don't know at the rate at which this produces water, but I'm pretty sure it is the best way of getting water early game. Or we can do aqueous accumulator. That will also work really well. That goes through thermal series. And you can do a lot of things with thermal series. So that might be a good way to go as well. Potentially. We'll see. But yeah, everything, that's output 10%. So these are all basically running full because this is not running anymore. They will convert them all into factories. Everything will be fantastic. And I can basically... Oh yeah, so if you right click on this, you can give it upgrades and blacklists, whitelists, etc. But I think that'll be where I call it for today. Thanks for coming. You can see a lovely pair of nice legs sitting behind me. But thank you for joining this episode, and I will see you soon. YouTube, if you want to come check me out live, link will be in the description to my Twitch, and if you want to know when I go live before I do, my Twitter will also be linked in the description, and I always post up on my Twitter when I'll be going live, so don't hesitate to ask. That being said, as soon as I get the chance, I will be working on completing my Discord server, so once that is finalized and up and running properly, that will also tell you when I'm going live. I'll set up a bot that will basically go, hey, he's gone live, go check him out. But thanks for joining, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.